Thank you, Minister, for being here. I want to take a moment and just think about the folks who are struggling right now. There'll be husbands or wives that go home to their kids this evening who say, you know what, we were expecting to go to hockey this year, we can't. There'll be workers that go home and say, we can't make the mortgage payment this week because of the tariffs that are imposed. There was an opportunity for this government to give relief to some of those families in British Columbia, in Quebec, and elsewhere that could have had the opportunity to have really a generational investment that would have given jobs for years, if not decades, to families. And that didn't happen because of your government. And now you say you're dismayed, you have consternation, you have 71 letters that are out there. Will any of those letters provide any of the relief to the families I've been talking about?
Yeah, absolutely they will. And I want to thank you for the way you framed the issue, because I am so concerned about the workers in our steel sector, our aluminum sector, softwood lumber.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
These are very important Canadian industries. I've spent a lot of time in steel mills, in aluminum smelters, in pulp mills. When we fought the 232 tariffs in 2018, we worked really hard with steel and aluminum. So I know who you're talking about. And I do think that we as Canadians need to recognize these essential industries and the people who work there, often generations of families working there, are under attack. They need our support. That's what I'm working hard to do. These 71 letters to the agencies I control are about saying when you are looking at your procurement, you need to put a priority on Canadian manufacturing jobs, on steel, aluminum, and softwood. And I do want to point to this meeting that we're going to hold with the shipbuilders and with steel and aluminum and the ferry operators.
Thank you, Minister. So the reality is, though, the dismay, the consternation, the letters, they won't put food on the table of our aluminum and steel workers. The contract with BC Ferries could have done just that. And but I do want to get into the facts. Will you call today unequivocally for the canceling of the CIB, the Canadian Infrastructure Bank loan that underpins this this contract between BC Ferries and the Chinese shipyard? Will you call for it?
You know I have a lot of respect for you, but I disagree that instructing all of the Transport Canada agencies to procure from Canada won't help.
Oh, come on!
Of course it will help. This means that going forward, they are going to be using steel, using aluminum, using lumber. And the meetings of the shipbuilders and of the rail sector are really significant because speaking, for example, this morning with John McCarthy, the CEO of C-SPAN, we had a very substantive conversation about what it will take for him and his workers to be able to build ferries for Canada, what it will take for them to use Canadian steel. I congratulated him on an MOU that he signed with Algoma in the middle of July to use Canadian steel in icebreakers. This is the kind of work we need to do.
You didn't answer my question, and I'm going to give you the opportunity again to call unequivocally for the canceling of the CIB loan.
Well, we're waiting.
I have been compared to a ship, so I'm going to use a transport metaphor. I'm here as Transport Minister and Minister of Internal Trade, and I'm going to stay in my lane and answer the questions about areas I have responsibility for.
One more time. You are a minister, you're a high-ranking minister. You've been in politics, as you said, for 12 years. You were deputy leader, finance minister during the time when the CIB operated, when mandates were created. Will you call today, as a member of the government, as a senior minister, for the canceling of the CIB loan?
I have long been an advocate for buying Canadian and reciprocal procurement. I pointed to a policy statement that I published as finance minister in 2023, and I published a reciprocal procurement approach in the fall economic statement of 2023, the budget of 2023, and the 2021 budget. So I've been working on this for a long time. It's important.
I don't want to get into a big thing here, but I'm not sure if technically what you just said was actually an apology.